Don't be yourself. Yes, I said don't be yourself. Why, you ask? Okay, let me ask you and counter with this question. Do you currently have the set of circumstances, results, impact on the world, and income that you want? If the answer is no, then keep listening. Okay? If you're not where you want to be, then keep listening. You know, before I started sleeping outside 5 years ago, I didn't even know who I was. And I thought I really had a good handle on it. I didn't know myself. I wasn't self-aware. I didn't know that there was a lot of things in this world, food, music, people, places, activities, and so forth, that I liked. You know, and there was a lot of things that I was doing and I didn't realize how much I hated them. You know, like needless conversations, for example. You know, they're so draining. You know, I love doing my own thing. I love being alone. I didn't realize that how much I really hate being out in public. You know, I really didn't realize how much I hate crowds, how much I hate needless talking and people. It's just constant barrage of unnecessary, useless information that doesn't even make sense coming out of people's mouths, you know, and that's what I really hate. It really, really drains me. What energizes me is loving myself and doing what I want to do. So I can tell you that I'm doing this because I want to do it, and I love you guys. So listen up. So if you want to get to know yourself and what you really want and what you're really capable of, then first of all, what you need to do is travel. If you don't have money to travel outside of your state, then what you should do is travel in your city. You know, take the bus, walk, you know, go to different places, do what you want to do, meet different people, you know, things like that. You know, do different things. Just do something. Try one small different thing right now. Just try one small new thing. Go to the YMCA, go to a swimming class or something. You know, try something. That's how I started. First, I started walking because I was terrified of leaving my home, because I was 350 pounds. I hated myself. And because I was abused for so long, I was afraid to talk to people. So I just started meeting people. You know, I started going to new places and just always constantly meeting people whenever I had the opportunity. And I still do that today. You know, sometimes, you know, we don't have to always try to make relationships. You know, things happen organically, and then it becomes, okay, now we're friends, and now we both got to really work at this, right? Okay, so here's the thing, too, is that sleeping outdoors is like, this is my rags to riches story. I've never been this hungry. And I do mean that as a metaphor, but I also mean that as literally, I don't know if I'm going to eat sometimes. And obviously, you know that I've been sleeping outside for 5 years, but I finally got smart, and, you know, I'm going to keep doing this. So let me give you a little story. It's not about me. It's like a wives' tale or something. Not a wives' tale. What's the word? Anyway, it's a story. So don't get offended when I say this, because you know I love y'all, and I know all of my listeners personally, as far as I know. The problem with you is you've never been hungry, like I said. Okay, so let me tell you a story. There are two groups of people that say, okay, we're going to go climb this mountain, okay? So they go climb the mountain, and halfway up the mountain, they say, okay, we're going to stop, and we're going to go to this lodge or whatever, and we're going to refuel, eat a little bit of food, and we're going to sleep it off. We're going to get up early in the morning and climb this mountain, okay? So here's what happens. Group number one, you know, they eat all night long like it's a never-ending buffet. They drink all night, and they're just up all night partying, lollygagging, and gossiping and stuff, okay? Now, group number two, they strategize. They eat just a little bit, just enough food to satiate themselves, and they strategize, and they sleep They get up super early, 4 a.m., and guess what? They climb that mountain all the way to the top. Guess what happened to the first group? Yeah, they had hangovers, and they felt like crap from all the garbage food they ate, and they also hated themselves because of all the things that they did, and boom, they went, not only did they stay there too long in the middle, but they also went back down. So, I think you know what I'm trying to say right now, and let me just say this, anybody can get to sleeping outside. I myself chose myself over either killing myself or being abused. So that's what I chose, or being murdered. So that's what I chose, and I chose Zane and Riley because at that time it was not like this whole big mission to save the world or anything like that or change the world, but it was Zane and Riley, who I love very much. They probably will not listen to this, but I was thinking about suicide when the Lord liberated me of my home, and after 2 months, I was with Zane and Riley for 2 months, and that 2 months was the worst 2 months of my life, and I saw the way they struggled, and I know that they're both amazing, beautiful, genius artists, and they're just like me, but I was in my late 30s, and I told them, you can do anything you want to do. I'm in the middle of getting my master's degree. I was sick. I didn't know I had cancer at the time, but I told Zane and Riley that, hey, you can do anything you want to do. You're beautiful. You're worth it. You could make millions or billions off your music. And how can I tell them that, though, when I haven't done it myself? So I decided, hey, I'm going to stop being a hypocrite. I can tell them don't have sex before marriage. I can tell them don't use drugs. I've been clean and sober 12 years. It'll be 13 on the 23rd of December, the day my grandma died, and the day I decided, fuck that, I'm going to come to L.A. Okay? So, I can tell them those things. I can tell them not to do certain things, but now I got to show them that, okay, yes, you can make money off your music. You can make money off your own company if you want that. Whatever you want to do, you can do it because I've done it. See, so it started off with them because I was going to kill myself, but instead I decided, hey, I'm going to show these two kids a message. And now every person listening, you are one of those kids too, I don't care if you're 25, 30, 40, 50, or 100. I don't care if you're 9. Everybody's got a little kid in them. See, just like me, I'm a little kid too, but I'm here to teach you. I want you to learn something, and you are going to learn something from my life. So I said in the beginning, is your current set of circumstances, are you where you want to be financially, with your relationships, with your housing situation, with your impact on the world, your influence on the world? And to me, myself, and I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have to tell me, but I'm telling you no. The answer to me is no. Because I see it as a game. I see success as my duty and my obligation, and I see it as a game. Because the more results I get, like on TikTok, I love TikTok because it's simple. It can be, it's like the hashtags can be hard. It's hard to keep charged. It's hard to focus sometimes it's always hard when these people around all the time and they want to get my attention, but I don't know them and they haven't paid me and they haven't done anything to add value to my life. For example, watching my TikTok and YouTube, which is free, you see. So I got to keep going because it's for you, but I keep getting results. And like the past 7 days, I've gained about 4,000 followers, and not by looking for followers, but just by doing it and just not afraid to make a mistake. And I talk to people, they talk back to me, and they duet with me, and it's a community. And man, I just love it. I love TikTok because I love the fact that it's community. People are like saying that I influence them, and I'm positive, and people are hating on me, and I'm not giving no hate back to them. Now I'm just ignoring the haters because there's too many people I gotta love. They're loving me. I gotta show love back. Show love back with video and all this stuff. So I love it, and I see it as a game. When I see numbers going up on my podcast, when I see numbers going up on my YouTube channel, when I see numbers going up on my TikTok, it's a game to me. And to me, it's like the mountain. I'm climbing up the mountain, but as the further I go up the mountain, the bigger that mountain becomes. You see what I'm saying? It's never going to end. It's like a race. I'm training for the LA Marathon, and I see this training as, yeah, I'm getting better. I'm running faster. I'm running longer. I'm running 9 miles, but I'm running it in a shorter time. Next, I'm going to do 10 miles, and then I'll have to take a while because now I'm getting tired of running 10 miles, but then I'll have to make that shorter time too. See what I'm saying? Tony Robbins says, constant and never-ending improvement. That's what my life is about, always improving and always growing, because progress equals happiness in life. For me, not just for me, but for you too, and contributing and having a community. That's what life is all about, man. In a word, love. So I really hope that you understand that I'm not telling you that you're not good enough. I am telling you that you are infinite in value. I am telling you that you are worthy of things, but at the same time, you're not good enough at your craft, and I'm not good enough at mine. And I'm telling you that you're not working hard enough, you're not learning enough, and there's things that you can do to grow. And I'm telling you that you should not be your current self. Maybe be the current self, but at the same time expand. I'm not saying you have to totally reinvent yourself, but there's certain elements that you need to shift, change, and some that are really good that you need to grow. There's a lot of things you need to quit doing, just like myself. So don't be yourself. Just be a better version of yourself every day, and get to learn who you are and what you want and where you want to go and how to get there and what you need to do to get those results and to get that impact and that influence and the income. Okay? So thank you for listening. I love you guys so much. Don't be yourself. I love you, and you are infinite in value. You are worth it. When it comes to the marketplace, one last thing. Your net worth does not reflect your worth as a human being. They could say you're worth $50 billion, but that's just money. That's just paper. Okay? Your worth as a human being, we're all worthy. But when it comes to the marketplace, your net worth grows. Your net worth grows as your skills and your network grows. So thank you so much for listening. I love you guys so much. Please tell me who you are. If I have not heard from you and you are listening, I need to know you. I want to know who you are. I want to know your name and all about you. So send me a DM or an email. Send me a DM on TikTok, because I deleted my Instagram, Facebook, and all that. So you're going to have to either email me or you're going to have to DM me on TikTok. All my information is below. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. And if you got value from this episode, send me some PayPal. My link is below. I also have Venmo, Cash App, and if you don't have those, we'll work something out. You can send me some money. Thank you so much for valuing me. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you so much for talking to me and sending me your DM, your information. I love you guys. You are infinite in value. Tell me your name at least. What's my name, y'all? Liberty, justice, with my mind and my money and my money and my mind. Thank you once again. You are infinite in value.